Hi all, welcome to the session, and today I'm discussing about few advanced English phrases that would actually help you to expand your vocabulary, and it would scale up your confidence and fluency while speaking in English. I mean, you may make use of these advanced phrases and vocabulary while conversing or communicating in English. The first phrase we have is icing on the cake. Now, this is a phrase in British English. We have another phrase that corresponds to the same meaning, which is in American English, and that is frosting on the cake. So more or less, icing on the cake and frosting on the cake both are one and the same thing. So what does it mean? Icing on the cake or frosting on the cake means to make a good situation better. Okay, something that is good is made even more better. In other words, you can say an unexpected additional good thing. To be precise, something positive is enhanced into even more better thing. For instance, you can say, I got a job and my friend as the boss was the icing on the cake. My friend as the boss is the additional good thing that happened to me. So that's an icing on the cake or frosting on the cake. Now the second phrase is sink without trace. It means to disappear completely or to be forgotten, to stop being seen or stop its existence. For instance, you could say his political party sunk without trace in the election. Now the next phrase we have is to cry wolf. So what does it mean to cry wolf? It means you are saying that you have a problem when you actually don't have any problem. Okay. Like you are asking for help when you actually don't need any help. It's like raising a false alarm of danger. You are lying or you are cheating and you're saying you're lying that you are in danger. For example, you can say, don't cry wolf, because when you face any problem, then people will not believe you. Don't cry wolf, because when you are really in trouble, then people will not believe you. Next is work a treat. It means to work very well, work in a good way, to operate very smoothly, to function in a smooth manner. For instance, after I oiled the engine, the machine worked a treat. It means the machine started functioning in a good way. The next phrase we have is like shelling peas. It means very easy and simple, not at all complicated, and no extra skill or effort is needed. For instance, I was worried about my exam, but it was like shelling peas. It means the exam went very easy and simple. The next phrase is on the run. Now it has got two meanings. The first meaning is to run, to escape from somebody. For instance, the thief was on the run from the police. The second meaning we have is to be in a stronger position that you can defeat somebody. For instance, I made my enemy on the run. Next phrase is one shot. It means happening only once. Only one attempt would be there. For instance, the company's buy one get one offer is a one-shot deal. It means that deal is only a one-time offer and you wouldn't get it for many times. Next phrase is know what is what. It means you have a lot of experience, you have seen a lot of people and situations, you know everything. For instance, I have been in the business since 10 years and I know what is what. Means I know everything. Next phrase is make tracks. It means to leave a place. For instance, hey, I'm getting late. You need to make tracks. Means you need to leave the place. Next phrase is run of the mill. Means very ordinary, very average. There is nothing special, there is nothing outstanding, there is nothing remarkable, very average, mediocre and ordinary. Okay. Somebody asks you, how was that movie? You can reply, oh, it was just run of the mill. That movie was run of the mill movie. There was nothing special about it. There was nothing striking about it. Next phrase is many moons ago. It means long time ago, long time back. For instance, that incident happened many moons ago. Next phrase is be bouncing off the walls. It means to be very active, lot of energy, hyperactive, I can say. Okay, very bubbly and lively, very colorful, hyperactive. For instance, the kids were bouncing off the walls. Next phrase is chew the cud. It means to think slow and carefully about something. Okay, before we speak to someone, we need to think and contemplate, right? So thinking slow and carefully is chewing the cud. For instance, he was chewing the cud before he spoke. Next phrase we have is to fly blind. Okay, the literal, it has got two meanings, to fly blind. The literal meaning is flying an airplane with low visibility. Flying an airplane with low visibility. The second inner meaning or the deeper meaning is you are going to do something without much experience and without adequate information. Okay, you have no one to help you or guide you. You are in that situation. For example, you can say, I have never done business in Europe. This is my first time, so I'm flying blind. Means you haven't got enough experience or information. You are going to do it for the very first time. The next phrase we have is a judgment call. Now, one thing that is notable or striking about how we spell judgment is judgment without E is US English. Judgment with no E is US English. Whereas judgment with an E is the standard followed in UK English or British English. Judgment is British English. Now, what is the meaning of a judgment call? It means a decision that you have to take based on your ideas and your opinions. Okay, it's not based on any rules or principles. You have to take that decision. For example, you can say, should I go by car or plane? It's a judgment call that I have to take. Okay, an investor has to take a judgment call about how much risk he is willing to take. So you may use these advanced English phrases to communicate in English.